Hi all, welcome to the channel Cloud Knowledge. Today in this video we'll study about import of data present in the flat file to Azure SQL database with the help of SSMS SQL Server Management Studio. So here on the screen you can see we are going to demonstrate import of flat file to SQL Wizard. The SQL Wizard exists in the SSMS. So what it basically does is it is a simple way to copy data from flat file, which could be a CSV or a text file, into a new table in your database. The import flat file wizard supports both comma separated and fixed width format files. In our current example, we'll take the source file as CSV and the target as Azure SQL database, which we are going to see shortly. Now next is why to use this wizard. This wizard was created to improve the current import experience leveraging an intelligent framework known as PROS. PROS is program synthesis using examples. For a user without specialized domain knowledge, importing data can often be a complex, error-prone, and tedious task. This wizard streamlines the import process as simple as selecting an input file and unique table name, and the PROS framework handles the rest. PROS analyzes data patterns in your input file to infer column names, types, delimiters, and more. This framework learns the structure of the file and does all of the hard work so users don't have to worry about. Now the prerequisites to perform this import is this feature is available in SSMS 17.3 or later versions. Make sure you are using the latest version. Next is the steps, how to get started. To access import flat file wizard, we have to open SSMS. Then we have to connect to the instance of the database SQL Server. So in our case, it will be Azure SQL Database and SQL Server. So we'll connect to that. We'll have to expand databases. Then right click on the database to open tasks. As you can see here on the right side, we have right clicked on one of the database which is present in the SQL Server to tasks, and then under tasks we have import flat file wizard. Next comes the overview. Here, after clicking on this import flat file, it will open up all these 6 steps, which we are going to see directly in the video. So let's get started. Here first I'll show you the SQL database. Here we have a server, SQLDB server, which has CK SQLDB SQL database. It has few tables where we want to import flat file data. I will show you the flat file data. The flat file data is here. It is a flat file named as aadharchanges.csv, which has few columns and rows. This data we want to import into the SQL database using this flat file wizard. Okay, so for this purpose, we will connect to the database, that SQLDB server in the SSMS. So here we are in the SSMS connected to our SQLDB server. Just log into your server. Here it will show up the databases which are present in it. We are going to work in the CK SQLDB. We want the flat file data to be imported here. So we'll right click on the CK SQLDB. We will next go to the task section of it. And under the task section, we have import flat file wizard. This could not be very clearly visible, but I will show you from bottom. The third last option is import flat file. We will select that option. It will open up the introduction page. And in the introduction page, it will show that this wizard is used to import the contents of a file into a new table in your database. And in order to import data, we have to specify the input file which contains data, and we could preview the data as well. So we'll go to next. Next section is specify input file. So here we have to specify the file, the CSV file, which we have seen, this aadharchanges.csv over here. So let's wait for the page to load. The page loaded. So in the specify input file, this operation will create a table from your input file. So we'll locate the file which is to be imported. So we'll click on the browse button. we will go to the location of the file. In the location, we'll search for Aadhaar changes.csv. We'll open it. The new table name will appear as per the name of the CSV which is selected. Now here itself we can change the table name. So let's add SSMS at last in the table name. So we'll be aware that this particular table has been created with the wizard in the SSMS. Table schema, DBO, let this be DBO only. And we'll click on next. So after clicking on next, we got a warning that this file is used by another application, means this file is open here locally. So we'll try to close this file. We'll click on OK. And now again, we'll try to click on next. So this time that message didn't appear. And in this step, we will preview the data. Okay, so which has few columns and rows as we have seen in the file. Now we'll click on next. Here it gives us the facility to modify columns. Okay, this operation generated the following table schema. Please verify if schema is accurate, and if not, make changes. So here in this modify columns, we can define the primary key, change the data types, check on allow nulls if it exists for any of the columns. Now we'll click on next. It will give us the complete summary. So in the import information, the name of the server, database name, table name, and file to be imported. We'll click on finish. And in this page, it will show the progress. So earlier, in the result, it was in progress. Now it succeeded, so it showed as success. We will close here. So here we are back into our server. We'll try to refresh the contents of the server, and then so here after refreshing the database or the server, we will look for the table. So we'll click on the plus sign. We'll open the tables. Here we could see under the DBO, Aadhaar changes SSMS table created. Now we'll right click on the table, select few rows and see the output. So yeah, the data from the flat file CSV loaded into the SQL database as table with the help of the wizard. Thank you for watching this video. Do let me know in comments if you have any queries. Happy learning. Bye.